This is Betty and Veronica Spectacular. It's from the Archie Giant series, number 526, sold for 60 cents. Super fashions. Some of us have class, Betty. There's nothing wrong with us common folk, Miss Snooty Veronica. So Veronica's on a $100 bill and Betty's on a $1 bill. And here's the back cover for Intellivision game called Lock and Chase. And this is from June 1983. And on the inside front cover, there's an advertisement for Cracker Jacks. And it says, Cracker Jack story. Scotty, the score is tied. Time has run out, but you've got 2 foul shots. Show him your stuff. Gosh, I'll try, coach. Gulp, here goes. Oh no, I missed, bonk. One more chance, Scotty, you can do it. You're a Cracker Jack. Swish, basket. Yay, Scotty. When you're really good, they call you Cracker Jack. We're the champs. What a Cracker Jack. Crunchy caramel-coated popcorn and peanuts and a secret toy surprise. And the first story is Betty and Veronica in Feast or Famine. Every time I throw a party, it's the best one ever, but then the next ding I throw turns out to be better. Veronica, you are definitely the hostess with the mostest. Miss Veronica? We seem to have a bit of a problem, Miss Veronica. What is it, Smithers? It's Wilhelm, I'm afraid. What about Wilhelm? He has quit, walked off the job, turned in his uniform, and split, as it were. Ack, that's disastrous. I have this party planned to the last detail. I must have Wilhelm. I'm afraid he's gone, Miss Veronica. Now I'm stuck with a stupid uniform and no one to wear it. I'll sue that foul deserter. I'll see that his flunky license is revoked. Where am I going to get someone at this hour? And it's got to be someone to fit his uniform. We have some lean and lanky boys at school who might like to make some bread. They'll all be at the party. Everybody who's anybody will be there. Sure, you didn't invite every boy in school. For instance, did you invite Juggy? Certainly not. Everybody who's anybody does not include the likes of. No, absolutely not. I won't hear of it. He'd fit the uniform. I have enough food to feed an army, but once I turn that one loose, oh, come on, Ron, he's not that bad. Besides, do you have any other suggestions? Gleep, I wish you hadn't asked that question. I think I'd better go do the hiring. You and he rub each other the wrong way. What a disgusting thought. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole, and if he tries to rub me in any way, they'll be calling him Stumpy. Sigh, I get the picture. Are you kidding? Does she think I dress in a monkey suit and grovel and kowtow and make a fool of myself? She'll pay you $50 for the evening. What time does the nice lady want me there? Maybe you better go over there now and try on the uniform. Juggy will take the job, Ron. Go try on the uniform, Juggy. Humph. Wonderful. It fits as though it was made for you. Understand this. You don't eat one bite of food until the last guest is gone. One bite, you dig? One bite and you're not working for nothing. Gee, it sounds like you don't trust me. You're unfair, Ronnie. Juggy is a man of honor. He's a man of hunger, a ravenous beast, a bottomless pit. Okay, Betty. Let's put my money where your mouth is. What do you mean by that? He's so trustworthy, I'm paying him in advance. Hey, thanks. One morsel of food passes his lips, and you owe me the 50, not him. All right, I trust Juggy. She's playing on my weakness, Betty, but I won't let you down. I know you won't, Juggy. He means well, but I better start scraping together $50. Once he sees the rest of the kids start to eat, he's going to have a hard time holding back. So comes the party. Great party, huh? Nobody can throw a bash like Veronica. Did you ever see so much food in your life? You'd think the party was for a week instead of a couple hours. Well, so far, so good, Ron. Juggy's on his best behavior. He hasn't made a move toward the food. I know. I've been watching him like a hawk, but something's wrong. The boys have scarcely touched my beautiful buffet. I'll be left with tons of food. That is strange. Archie, Reggie, you haven't had nothing to eat. Is there something wrong with the food? Oh, no, Ron, it's fine. We're just not hungry. Old Jug had all the guys over at his house today to watch a game. He fed us like there was no tomorrow. He must have had $50 worth of peanuts and popcorns. later. That's a 6th pass at the buffet line. 8th, but who's counting? That was generous of you to spend the whole $50 on snacks for your friends. Burp. Yeah, wasn't it? And here's Betty and Veronica and Cheryl Blossom's fashion highlights. And the next story is Betty and Wigged Out. Run for your lives. Take cover. Get the children off the streets. Jinx Malloy is back. Tis, tis. Isn't that awful? What superstitious rot. Come on, Betty. Didn't you hear us? Stop, stop. Put me down, you silly twerps. But it's Jinx Malloy. When he appears, disaster follows. I think it's just awful the way you treat that poor boy. There's no such thing as a jinx. Honestly, in this day and age, to believe in such nonsense. You, Claude, you had to fall in a puddle, did you? Have to splash all over? I still don't know what made me fall. Ah, that's not a sign that old Jinx is back in town. I'll eat my hat. Oh, don't be so childish. That poor dear boy. I feel so sorry for him. Everybody is so cruel to him. If we are, we do it from a safe distance. I'm going to find dear Jinx and show him that he's got one friend in town. Betty, no. Oh, no. She's really going to do it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to say a little prayer for her. Snip, she was always one of my favorite girls in this whole town. Yeah, she was real nice, one of a kind. Not believing in the power of Jinx Malloy. Do you know what that is, don't you? That's Terminal City, and that's the truth. Yipe, ack, bletch, splash. I can't see him, but that little doomsday dingbat is around someplace. He isn't even in sight and he nails us. Can you imagine poor Betty right into the eye of the hurricane? Brrr. Oh my gosh, look. I think it's so dumb giving a nice harmless boy like you a name like Jinx. She's okay. She seems to be alive and well. You don't suppose she could be right, do you? Oops, sorry, boys. I didn't see you coming. Sploosh. His bad luck nailed us again, but she seems immune to it. Do you think it's because she's a girl? No, lots of girls would wander into his disaster area. Blonde. She's a blonde. Maybe it doesn't work on blondes. Hey, I wonder. That could be it. Betty is blonder than any girl in town. Let's put it to the test. They cost me a bundle, but it'll be worth it if it works. If a blonde wig makes me immune, I'll never take it off. Okay, now we've got to locate Jinx and put it to the test. Right. Look for accident victims. Humph, you can never find that Jinx when you're looking for him. Nobody ever looked for him before. Last time we saw him, he was with Betty. Maybe he's at her house. Good heavens, are you boys putting on a show? No, Mrs. Cooper, but could we speak to Betty? I'm afraid not. She suddenly developed a terrible case of chicken pox. Well, so much for that theory. Nobody escapes Jinx Malloy. I wonder where the catastrophe kid is right now. Whee! And here's an advertisement for Bubble Yum. And the next story is Betty and Veronica and Handyman Special. I will thank you to keep both hands where they belong, Matthew Martins. Hey, sorry, kid. I got at least one hand on the wheel. Ha! Whack. Jam. Hey, I wrapped my head on the windshield. Good. Maybe it'll knock some sense into it. You keep your foot off my brake. You needn't worry about that from now on. I don't ride with unsafe drivers. Bah, life's too short to waste on a prude like you. Roar. Signed, we prudes get a lot of exercise. We do a lot of walking home from dates. Ah, a juice bar, a veritable oasis to this weary pilgrim. Jerry's Juice Bar. Whew, and did I mention footsore? How's that again? Look, Archie, there's Betty. Hey, girl, getting juiced? I guess you can say that. Walking home from a date with Matt Martins made me thirsty. What? You walked out on that luscious hunk? Are you crazy? He may be God's gift to women, but he's too free with his hands for my taste. Oh, come on, girl, loosen up a bit. You're a big girl now. You bet I am, big enough to draw the line. Speaking of the devil, isn't that Matt Martins now? Hey, it is. Picked up a couple of bodyguards, Betty? Don't need them, Matthew. I can handle you by myself. Oh, if you're going to handle me, I demand equal time. I almost got my head broke for trying to handle her. Ha! You got a big mouth, Matt. You just be careful how you talk about Betty. Oh, Archie, shut up. You're as much a stuffed shirt as Betty is. Get with it. This is the era of liberated women. Well said, Ronnie, baby. Let me liberate you from these two blue noses. Gladly, let's go. Later. My, you look a bit bedraggled. Incidentally, I saw Archie with Betty. Yes, I know, Daddy. Don't tell me Betty is beating your time. Ha, no fear of that. I've got a lock on Archie. Archie said you'd gone off with a Martin's boy that Betty had trouble with. Oh, that Betty, she doesn't know how to handle men. She doesn't worry me. There's nothing that Betty has that I don't have more of, except perhaps one thing. Archie's respect. And here's Betty and Veronica and a slice of advice. I'll tell you why we're both overweight. Why? We don't take dieting seriously enough. You're right. Let's discuss it over some pepperoni pizza and shakes. Betty and Veronica gag bag. Tis, tis. What's wrong, Veronica? Your coordination, Betty. Everyone says I'm well coordinated, really? Your top definitely clashes with your shorts. And here's advertisement for Laugh Comics Digest number 47. And an order form for Jughead with Archie Digest, number 57. And here's an order form for Archie's Double Digest Quarterly. And the next story is Betty and Veronica in Kitchen Privilege. And Betty says, come on in, Archie. Sorry to be such a mess. That looks like the kind of mess I like. That's a kitchen mess. The aroma, sniff. My, you smell tasty. Why, thank you, Archie. It's that new scent. No, the scent of baking. Man, that really turns me on. Sniff. Oh, well, you can't win them all. Hey, I'm sure your new scent is great, too. But it's so subtle. Let me close in on it. Sniff, sniff. Oh, do. Check it out thoroughly. I like it. That could get you an extra chocolate chip cookie. Now let's investigate that other great scent. Sigh. Aside from Veronica, my own baking is my greatest competition. Man, that smells good. It does, doesn't it? I better check the oven. Done. Maybe 5 minutes more. While we're waiting, do you want to check out my new perfume again? Don't mind if I do. Sniff. Oh, drat the phone. Hi, Betty, it's me. Hi, Ron. You caught me in the midst of baking. I'll call you later. I don't want you to burn your cookies. Hey, no sweat. Archie's watching the oven. Archie! I'll be right over. That was Veronica. I think she's jealous that you're here. Nonsense. Veronica isn't like that. Anyway, give me a hand. Here, she's coming over. Soon. Bong, bong. That's Ron. You finish up. I'll let her in. Hi. Come in, Ron. What are you doing with Archie here all alone? Creating a work of art, Ron. A masterpiece. Wait till you see this. Oh, I'm sure you've been having a cozy little oops. Smoosh. Oh, no. All those rosettes and neat squiggles and gorgeous script lettering. Lettering? What lettering? The lettering that said, Happy Birthday, Veronica. Eep. And here's an advertisement for Tron. And it says the awesome MCP is taking over another computer. Only this time it's your Atari 2600. Only you can stop him. Video games from Mattel Electronics. Thanks for watching.